We will come back to this bar path and why I chose to use it to illustrate some concepts. And one of those concepts is the bar speed during the descent, excuse me, during the ascent. So there's no significant change in velocity or acceleration found during the descent, as discussed before, between different loading groups. So we see here as the weight gets heavier, the speed of the barbell decline. So no surprise there. Just to be thorough here, we're for say in bar speed, we've been lumping acceleration and velocity together. So now we're going to split those hairs. We talked about the differences in class. So when we talk about the velocity or the time it takes to complete the ascent, the biggest difference is going to be between 70% of the 1 rep max, about 1 second to completion, excuse me, for the ascent, and 100% of the 1 rep max takes about 2.2 seconds. The differences in acceleration, however, are very, very important. And we could use our bar path here, our speculative bar path that will never exist right here. And let's say I'm going to stretch this out a little bit. Okay? So that gives us that. So that is now this. The benefit of this bar path now illustrates the changes in acceleration to delineate the different regions or zones of acceleration, deceleration, maximum strength zone, and also, again, acceleration here at the lockout. So the area that we're going to be focusing on is the sticking point. So somewhere between 5 centimeters and 10 centimeters right off the chest. Again, we have our front delts and our lats horizontal displacement, the high correlation. And then we start to get to that sticking point. After the sticking point, the triceps fire hard, followed by the pecs, and then we see a higher correlation to vertical displacement. The bar starts going up in an upward trajectory. So the authors hypothesize that it is the difference in muscle sequence activation. So moving from lats and front delts towards triceps and pec major is why there's a sticking point here in the first place. It's why there's a decrease in acceleration zones. In fact, the fluidity is broken up simply because there are different muscles activating at different times.